The doctor had been out shopping, and he was rushing back to his laboratory in Bessie, his yellow little car. No time to waste, he murmured to himself. The doctor was in a terrific hurry. Now Bessie was no ordinary car. The doctor had added a special modification, one of which was hyperdrive, a hyperdrive button that would make Bessie travel a supersonic speed. The doctor was about to press the button when he spotted someone waving on the side of the road. Ah! 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 It was Mike Yates. His Land Rover had broken down. "Hello," said Mike. "Any chance of a lift?" Yes, said the doctor egregiously. "But make it quick. I need to get back to the lab as soon as possible." "Blimey, sounds important," said Mike, jumping in. The doctor nodded. "It is," he said, racing off down the road. Some of the experiment, is it? Asked Mike, very confusedly. "You might say that," muttered the doctor. The doctor was again about to press the hyperdrive button when he saw someone on the side of the road again. It was Liz Shaw, who was just coming out of the library. Her arms were full of very heavy looking science books. "That's Liz," said Mike. "Looks like she needs a lift." "Hell's bells!" grumbled the doctor, pulling over. Let Liz in." "Make it quick," said Mike. "The doctor is in a terrific hurry. Some sort of urgent experiment." "Really?" said Liz. "Anything interesting?" "Very," said the doctor, jamming Bessie into gear. "I bet it's a super top secret experiment," suggested Mike. "Possibly," said the doctor, tensely. For the third time that day, he was about to press the hyperdrive button when again there was an interruption in his journey. It was Joe Grant. Dun dun dun! They stopped to give her a lift. It was very overloaded. That set off again a very overloaded and slow Bessie. "Good grief!" cried the doctor, in excitement. "It's starting to snow," asked Joe. "It is," replied Mike. How odd snow in the middle of summer," commented Liz. "I think it's getting worse," said Joe. And indeed it was. They were suddenly driving through a blizzard, and then, without any warning, Bessie skidded sideways and slid into a ditch. "Blast!" cried the doctor. As they were trying to lift Bessie back onto the road, a line of figures appeared on the ridge above them. "Crikey!" cried Liz. "Those are ice warriors. They must have made out of snow," said Mike. It was the ice warriors. They raised their sonic disturbers and fired at the snowy slopes, setting off a huge avalanche. "Quick!" cried the doctor. "Everyone, back in the car!" The avalanche thundered down the hill, threatening, engulfing them. But at the last moment, the doctor hit the hyperdrive button. Bessie lurched forward, and the avalanche lifted them out of the ditch. The hyperdrive allowed them to surf on top of the advancing avalanche. Ah! As the avalanche slowed, Bessie shot clear of the snow and back onto the safety of the road. "Well done, Doctor!" cried Mike. But the doctor was still in a dreadful hurry. "We must get back to the lab before it's too late," he cried. He screeched to halt outside the lab and grabbed a grocery bag out of the car. The other followed, excitedly wondering what amazing events they were about to witness. "It melted," said the doctor, "and it was very, very, very dry again." In the laboratory, they crowded around as the doctor pulled a tube out of the bag. "That's ice cream!" exclaimed Liz. "What was all the rush about?" asked Mike. The doctor pulled the lid off the tub. "Brother," he cried, "it's Christopher! It's melted!" Mike and Liz and Joe all looked at the doctor. "You mean that was what was so urgent?" laughed Joe. "Ha ha ha ha!" The doctor glowed at the tube and of ice cream. There was an ice warrior. Where's an ice warrior when you need one? Bye bye.